Hey you guys, and welcome back to my channel. And I want to say happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there and the mothers that watch my channel, and especially my mom. Couldn't do life without you. And of course my sister who has 3 little ones. I give you guys props every single day for being a mother. I don't have kids of my own, but of course I got my dog mom shirt on, and I tried to find something that said cat mom because now that I have one, but couldn't find anything. But I definitely wanted to wish you all a happy Mother's Day. But for today's video, I'm going to be doing a wear test on the Wet n Wild Photofocus Stick Foundation. And you guys, I have been hunting for this thing forever. I have been checking Walmart and Target. I know they don't sell it at Ulta, and I really didn't want to have to order on Wet n Wild, but I finally found this foundation at Walgreens about a month ago, so I wanted to get on here, kind of getting back in the groove, making videos. So I wanted to film this foundation. I absolutely love the Wet n Wild Photofocus foundation that's in the glass bottle. It is one of my all-time favorites. I adore that foundation, but I'm wearing it right now, so stay tuned if you want to see what I think about this foundation. So as always, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, just go ahead and hit that button down below so that you don't miss out on any of my videos. And also, don't forget to hit the little post notification bell so that you get notified every time I upload a video. So if you want to see what I think about this foundation and how it wore throughout the day, just keep watching. Okay, so I'm adding this part into the video after I've already done the foundation because I realized I started filming and didn't read you guys the description or tell you much about the foundation. So I'm going to go ahead and add it in to this part, and then we'll get into the actual applying. So this is the Wet n Wild Photofocus Stick Foundation, and it says slay all day and play all night in this long-lasting multitasking cover stick. Currently available in 21 widespread shades that are flattering to a wide range of skin tones. The Photofocus Stick Foundation delivers long-lasting coverage and a breakthrough, lightweight, multi-dimensional formula that applies to a flawless semi-matte finish. Infused with argan and sunflower seed oils for intense moisture and seamless bendability, the Photofocus Stick Foundation prefers your complexion and boosts your confidence to have you looking and feeling great for sun up to sundown. So I'm super excited but yet nervous to try this foundation because stick foundations usually don't work well with my skin, especially with me being oily. They just kind of slide around, and by the end of the day they're like half gone because of my oil. But I do love the Wet n Wild Photofocus foundation that they had previously that's in the glass bottle. It works so well with my skin, and it just always looks so smooth and airbrush. So when I saw that they were coming out with the stick foundation, of course I wanted to try it. So I'm going to apply this with a damp beauty blender, but if I don't really see that it's blending out, I will try it with a brush. But I typically like how the beauty blenders make my foundations look, so that is why I want to try it with that. So I went ahead and already primed my skin. I used the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water and also the Soap & Glory One Heck of a Blot Instant Perfecting Power Primer. Both of these are my favorite primers. I cannot live without them. They help my foundation sit so nicely on my skin, especially this one because it really just smooths out all my pores and makes it look flawless. So I definitely want to give this foundation a fair chance, so I went ahead and used my favorites that I know work so good with my skin and other foundations. So I got the shade Soft Ivory. I think this one's going to be good with me not being self-tanned. So we're going to go ahead and just draw some lines all over our face. I'm going to start a little bit lighter, and then if I need to add more, I can. Definitely already applying it. It just feels thick, but usually most stick foundations do. So we will definitely see how it blends out. And then I'm just going to take my sponge and just start tapping it into my skin. I'm mostly tapping, but I am dragging it a little bit just to kind of spread it out. It does need to be dragged a little just because it, like I said, it's feeling really thick. But it seems to be blending pretty okay and moving perfectly. So I'm going to go ahead and go in and add some more in the areas that I always need a little bit more coverage. Alright, so I have it all blended out now. So far it's looking good. It doesn't feel as heavy as what it did when I was applying it. Now that it's actually blended out on my skin, it does feel pretty lightweight, so I do like that. I do already have a little bit of a shine, which I'm used to when it comes to stick foundation, so we'll definitely set it with powder and see how that helps. But so far it's looking pretty good on my skin. Like I said, it's light, so I had to build it up in just a couple areas around like my cheek and nose, just where I like a little bit more full coverage due to a little bit of redness and texture. So let's go ahead and apply our concealer and set with powder, and then we will see how it looks. So I'm going to be using my usual favorites. I'm going to use my Tarte Shape Tape for concealer, and then I usually use the Revolution Luxury Baking Powder and Lace, but I ran all out. I had a little bit left, so I mixed the banana and lace together. So I will set my entire face with that, and then I will set my under eyes with the banana powder in my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then we will see how the foundation looks right after that. Alright, so I just finished setting my face, and I kind of looked up close in the mirror to see how it was looking. And so far it is sitting pretty well on my skin. The powder definitely helped set it and took that shine away, so I am no longer shiny, which is nice. But it seemed to set really nicely. It covered everything. I can see a little bit of my texture coming through on my nose, but that is perfectly okay. That doesn't bother me, especially once I set powder. It smoothed it out a little bit. But it is sitting pretty nice, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest of my makeup, and then I will come back to check in with you guys. Alright, so I just did a light makeup look today, nothing too crazy, but I finished my whole makeup with the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist to kind of just set everything in place and to help our foundation last, especially because I'm going to be outside today. And this is something that I do use on a regular basis when I'm doing my makeup, so of course I had to include it. But so far everything is looking so good with the foundation. Everything blended so smoothly on it. I had no problems. It is setting so nice. It's not kicking up. I don't feel oily. So far so good. So it is currently 11:13, so I'm gonna get ready to leave, and I will check in with you guys periodically. All right, you guys, so I'm doing my first little check-in. I'm sorry if there's a lot of background noise. We have our room purifier going in the back, but I'm hoping that I'm close enough to the camera that it's not like crazy loud. All right, so it is currently
4:13, so it has been roughly about 5 hours, about to hit the 5-hour mark probably. I think I'm right in that ballpark. But so far, I think it's looking pretty good. I was sitting outside the whole time and it was hot because I live in Florida, so it's like 90 degrees out today. So super hot. I was sweating a little bit, but not crazy. I did have to touch up my nose a little bit. You can kind of see the marks. I was wearing sunglasses, so that did kind of move it around a little bit, but I touched it up. It was perfectly fine. Other than that, like no problems at all. It's a pretty normal thing, obviously, for my foundation to come off on my sunglasses, but I think it's holding up really well. My skin still looks really good, and with sweating and everything, like I can feel my oil underneath. That's pretty normal for me, but like I don't feel it coming through. Maybe a little bit right in the corners of my nose, but that's pretty much it. I really don't feel it anywhere else, so it is holding up really good, especially for a stick foundation and sitting outside. So super impressed so far. So I'm gonna wear it a little bit longer. I'm just gonna hang around the house, hang out with the dogs, maybe watch a little TV, nothing too crazy, and then I will do another check-in.
Alright you guys, so I'm doing my last and final check-in before I go and take off all my makeup for the night. So it is currently 8:28, so it's been about 4 hours since I last checked in, and I actually have not looked at my makeup since then, to be honest. I've been just doing stuff around the house and hanging out with Jason. So let's go ahead and take a peek at what our foundation looks like. So all in all, it still looks really good on my skin. I can tell that it's starting to come off on my nose, and it's getting a little oily right through here, especially right here on the tip of my nose, and I can see it right in between my eyebrows. So I could definitely see my oils start to come out. I'm really impressed with how it has lasted on my skin, especially with being out in the heat for roughly 3 to 4 hours today. So it held up really well, especially because, like I said, stick foundations don't last well on my skin. So I definitely give this one an A+. I feel like it lasted a really long time, and I will definitely keep wearing it and trying it out. Alright you guys, so that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed, and if you guys like videos like this, definitely give it a thumbs up, and let me know down in the comments some other foundations that you guys would like me to do wear test on. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!